Singapore's success. Under Kuan Yew's leadership, Singapore has developed from a resource-poor fishing village into one of the most prosperous countries in the world in just a few decades. The specific successes are reflected in the following aspects. 1. Economic prosperity. Singapore has become a global financial, shipping, and trade center, with sustained high-speed economic growth and per capita GDP ranking among the top globally. 2. High quality of life. Through the housing program, the housing problem of most residents has been solved, improving the quality of life. High standards of education and healthcare, and a comprehensive social security system. 3. International status. Singapore has significant influence in international affairs, becoming a core member of ASEAN and playing an active role in global diplomacy. 4. Social stability. The government effectively combats crime and corruption, ensuring good social order and political stability, creating a favorable environment for economic development. Through a series of pragmatic and efficient policy measures, Kuan Yew has achieved the modernization and globalization of Singapore, making Singapore a successful model that attracts global attention. Singapore's housing policy, HDB scheme. Singapore's housing policy is one of the keys to its success, with the government building a large number of public housing units to meet the housing needs of residents. HDB scheme. Most Singaporeans live in government-built HDB flats. These homes are of high quality and relatively low cost, with flexible purchase options. The government provides financial support for home buying through the Central Provident Fund (CPF). Community facilities. HDB estates are equipped with comprehensive community facilities such as schools, clinics, supermarkets, and parks, enhancing the quality of life for residents. Singapore's HDB scheme is one of the most successful public housing projects in the world, aimed at providing affordable housing to meet the needs of most Singaporean residents. 1. Purchase price. The price of HDB flats varies depending on the type and location. For the most common 4-room flat, 3 bedrooms and 1 living room, the price typically ranges from 300,000 to 500,000 Singapore dollars. Smaller units such as 2 or 3 rooms are cheaper, while larger units 5 rooms or more are more expensive. 2. Loans and payment methods. Most Singaporean residents purchase HDB flats through HDB loans provided by the government or loans from commercial banks. HDB loan interest rates are usually lower and allow buyers to use savings in their CPF accounts to pay down payments and monthly installments. 3. Down payment. First-time buyers of HDB flats can use savings in their CPF to pay the entire or partial down payment, with the remainder paid through a loan. The down payment typically accounts for 10% to 20% of the total purchase price. Maintenance of homes. 1. Personal maintenance. Owners are responsible for the maintenance and upkeep of their flats, including daily cleaning, repairs, and renovations. These costs are borne by the owners themselves. 2. Common area maintenance. HDB is responsible for the maintenance and upkeep of common areas within the estate, such as elevators, corridors, public gardens, and parking lots. These maintenance costs are paid through monthly service and conservancy charges (SNCC). 3. Government support. HDB offers a range of support programs, such as the Home Improvement Program (HIP), to help older flats undergo necessary repairs and upgrades, improving living conditions and safety. Some of the costs of these projects are subsidized by the government. Sources of funding. 1. Central Provident Fund (CPF). The main source of funds for Singaporeans to purchase homes is the CPF. CPF is a mandatory savings plan, with contributions from both employees and employers, and the accumulated funds can be used for housing, medical care, retirement, and other purposes. 2. HDB loans. HDB loans provided by the government have lower interest rates, typically at 2.6%, allowing homebuyers to repay in installments over a period of up to 25 years. 3. Commercial bank loans. Homebuyers can also choose to obtain housing loans from commercial banks, with interest rates fluctuating based on market conditions, usually between 1.5% and 2.5%. 4. Government subsidies. First-time homebuyers can apply for various housing subsidies, such as the Additional CPF Housing Grant (HG) and the Special CPF Housing Grant (SHG). These subsidies provide additional financial support based on family income, helping low-income families afford housing. Average housing costs. 1. Purchase costs. According to data from 2023, the price of purchasing a 4-room flat is approximately between 350,000 and 500,000 Singapore dollars. This price varies depending on the location and type of housing. 2. Monthly repayment. Taking a 30-year loan as an example, if a flat is purchased at a price of 350,000 Singapore dollars and paid through an HDB loan with an annual interest rate of 2.6%, the monthly repayment is approximately 1,300 Singapore dollars. Most Singaporean residents use their CPF to pay for monthly mortgage repayments. Daily maintenance costs. 1. Service and conservancy charges S&CC. S&CC vary depending on the type and size of the flat, generally ranging from 50 to 90 Singapore dollars per month. This fee is mainly used for the maintenance and services of common areas. 2. Internal maintenance costs. Internal maintenance costs vary by family, generally including daily repairs, cleaning, and possible renovation costs. According to the general situation of Singaporean families, annual internal maintenance costs are about several hundred to several thousand Singapore dollars. 3. Wage proportion. The median monthly household income in Singapore is about 8,000 Singapore dollars. With a monthly mortgage repayment of 1,300 Singapore dollars, the housing loan payment accounts for about 16% of the family income. 4. Maintenance cost proportion. The combined monthly service and conservancy charges S&CC and daily maintenance costs are about 100 to 150 Singapore dollars, accounting for about 1% to 2% of the monthly family income. Maintenance standards and costs for common areas. Singapore's public housing HDB flats has strict standards and systematic arrangements for the maintenance and management of common areas. Here are the main maintenance standards and related costs. Maintenance standards for common areas. 1. Regular cleaning. Common areas such as stairwells, elevators, corridors, parking lots, and gardens need regular cleaning. Daily or weekly cleaning schedules are arranged to ensure a clean and hygienic environment. 2. Safety and security. Closed-circuit television CCTV monitoring systems are installed to enhance the security of common areas. Regular inspections and maintenance of safety equipment such as firefighting equipment and emergency lights are conducted. 3. Landscaping and greening. Regular pruning and maintenance of plants in common areas are carried out to maintain the aesthetic appeal of the greenery. Gardens and park areas require professional horticultural maintenance. 4. Infrastructure maintenance. Elevators, water supply systems, drainage systems, etc. need regular inspections and maintenance to ensure normal operation. Maintenance of public lighting and electrical facilities is also a priority. 5. Waste management. Waste collection and disposal services are provided to ensure the cleanliness and odor-free condition of waste rooms and chutes. Maintenance costs. 1. Service and conservancy charges S&CC. Residents are required to pay service and conservancy charges monthly. This fee is collected by HDB or the town council to cover the maintenance and services of common areas. The cost varies depending on the type and size of the housing, generally ranging from 50 to 90 Singapore dollars per month. 2. Government subsidies. The Singapore government provides certain subsidies to support the town council in maintaining and upgrading common areas. These subsidies include facility maintenance and improvement plans. 3. Maintenance fund. Each HDB estate has a maintenance fund for large-scale repairs and renovations, such as elevator replacements and building exterior renovations. These costs are partly covered by residents S&CC and partly subsidized by the government. Executing agencies for common area maintenance. 1. Town council, responsible for daily management and maintenance, including cleaning, greening, and facility maintenance. Each town council has its own management and maintenance budget. 2. HDB, responsible for large-scale renovations and transformations, setting maintenance standards and policies for common areas to ensure that the environment and facilities in each HDB estate meet regulations. Through strict maintenance standards and reasonable cost arrangements, Singapore ensures that the common areas of public housing always remain clean, safe, and livable. The joint efforts of the government and residents make HDB flat areas one of the cleanest and most orderly public housing areas in the world. In contrast to the protection and care for its citizens, Singapore imposes heavy taxes on foreigners. The Singapore government recently introduced a new policy to levy higher stamp duties on foreign buyers. According to this policy, the additional beers stamp duty for foreigners purchasing any type of housing has been increased from 30% to 60%. This move aims to curb the demand for housing purchases by foreigners to protect the self-occupation needs of local residents and first-time homebuyers. Foreigners can purchase private apartments or landed properties in Sentosa Cove, but are not allowed to buy HDB flats. The cheapest property for sale in Sentosa Cove on real estate websites is a 5-bedroom, 5-bathroom townhouse with an area of 2,352 square feet, priced at 7.68 million Singapore dollars. The estimated monthly mortgage payment over a 30-year mortgage term is 21,290 Singapore dollars. Home ownership rate. According to the latest statistical data, over 80% of Singapore residents live in HDB flats, with the majority being owner-occupied. The proportion of home ownership is exceptionally high on a global scale. These figures reflect the success of the Singapore government in public housing, enabling the vast majority of residents to own their homes at a relatively low cost and to alleviate the burden of purchasing and repaying loans through the Central Provident Fund system.